What's going on, everybody? BShooter94 back with another video of our WCW 2001 save. We got a couple things going on today. We got a bunch of, two pre-show matches for three guys who will be debuting on the Nitro very shortly. And we're in week 2 of October, and we're building towards Halloween Havoc. First thing we got is a tag team match, which is Chronic, who are both finally not injured anymore. So we could be seeing them finding their way on Nitro. I just kind of wanted to see what their ratings would be. So don't look too much into them facing Nightbreed and losing here. It's more or less just to see kind of what they're at. Nightbreed gets another win, and you'll find in this Nitro here that they will be debuting very shortly. So good stuff out of everybody here. 50 rating. I wish Brian Clark's rating was a little bit higher, but that's okay. Brian Adams got a very good rating. Cool. All right. And the other pre-show match, Abyss and Mike Sanders. Again, this is just, we're trying to get Abyss's popularity up as much as possible before he hits that main roster. It's coming. Not much else really to say about that. Abyss is going to be great, though. Loving it. To the main show. And in the opening contest, for the first time in WCW in the save, we have the return of the Road Warriors. Road Warrior Animal is no longer teaming with Rick Steiner. He has brought in Road Warrior Hawk, and in a decent matchup, the Road Warriors win their return to professional wrestling, defeating 2 Count in 7 minutes when they pinned Shannon Moore. 51 rating overall. Obviously, Hawk and Animal are not, you know, the guys from the 80s or 90s. You know, I'm not asking them to be. But what I am asking them is, I wanted a solid, very solid veteran tag team. And I saw that Hawk was a free agent, and I was like, well, this is just stupid. Why don't I just sign him and put the Road Warriors back together? So that's what I did. Shannon Moore and Courageous both had great performances. Again, they're being managed by Don Marie. I'm hoping things work out with them, but I could see some things going on there where we split 2 Count up officially. But stay tuned for that. Obviously, Road Warrior Animal and Hawk have great teaming chemistry, and the rating was good. 51 rating on the opening contest. So good, hot start, new tag team to the rankings, and this is just fantastic. Obviously, post-match, we catch a little quick interview with Road Warriors, and that they're pumped about being back together, but they want one more run at World Championship Gold. So they're going to be having their sights set on the WCW Tag Team Championships. So that's awesome. The Road Warriors are back, and they want gold. So we'll look forward to that and see how that kind of happens. Backstage, now, Jindrak and Styles are not great on the microphone, so we gave this a shot. And this is more or less AJ being super excited about the Road Warriors being back in WCW, seeing it on the screen. Jindrak walks up and tells him, "That's great, Road Warriors are back. We'll face them eventually. But for now, we really got to focus on the militia here. They got our number. They're 3-on-2 on us right now. We've got to make a move here." So AJ's kind of being like the, I don't want to say fanboy, but that's kind of what's coming off here. And Jindrak's kind of being like the Stone Cold type. You know, hey, we got to focus on this type of thing. We get a decent match in the Cruiserweight division here. Not much heat, though, but Christopher Daniels does take the loss to Kaz Hayashi in 8 minutes and 24 seconds with a moonsault press. Daniels drops a 50, Kaz a 61, 56 rating on the books. Daniels is obviously upset that he's losing here, and that's fine, because I finally got something planned for him, so that's good. Post-match, Shane Helms does come out and says that Kaz Hayashi will get his opportunity next week one more time at the Cruiserweight Championship. 43 rating there. Scott Steiner comes down to the ring after we come back from commercial and cuts a promo on Sting and about how he is the rightful WCW champion. He's the most dominant force in WCW history, best professional wrestler in the world, and he's going to prove it one more time at Halloween Havoc and get his belt back. And he storms out of the ring with a 67 rating. Backstage, Shane Douglas and Bam Bam Bigelow keep watching the video of them injuring Goldberg's ankle last week. And they're just laughing, having a good time. They think all their problems are gone, that they've officially taken out Goldberg from WCW. 67 rating, good stuff. And we get a decent matchup as Psicosis defeats AJ Styles in 7:34 by pinfall with a guillotine leg drop. Styles a 66, Psicosis a 50. Remember, last couple episodes on the Militia just had their number here, and AJ's kind of not focused because he saw the Road Warrior, so Psicosis does get the win here, 57 rating. Post-match, we do have a 3-on-2 beatdown until Rey Mysterio makes the save, evening up the odds, and the Militia scrambles backwards. So Mysterio comes to the aid of the WCW Tag Team Champions. Good stuff there. 58 rating overall there. Backstage, Mysterio is thanked by AJ and Jindrak for having their back. Mysterio says, "No, I'm tired of seeing the Militia do this to you guys. Next week, we're going to do a 6-man tag. You, me, and Jindrak here will face off against the Militia. 6-man tag rules." 45 rating. Not great, but a good match coming up. Bischoff's in his office. Teases a major announcement for next week. Not sure what that announcement could be, but Bischoff is really excited about it, whatever it is. So we'll see what that means. We get a recap of the Sean O'Haire, Chuck Palumbo, best friend tag team champions together to enemies after Chuck Palumbo turned his back on O'Haire. 50 rating there. And about a decent reaction from the crowd, but subpar wrestling. Sean O'Haire defeats Chuck Palumbo in 8 minutes when Chuck Palumbo intentionally just leaves the ring. 45 ratings out of both guys. Palumbo was off his game. 45 rating overall. Palumbo just up and leaves the match, gets frustrated with it. So there's a lot more going on here and a lot more to tap into. Sean O'Haire is back officially wrestling on Nitro, so that's awesome. Just a little planting of the seeds to continue this going forward. The Nightbreed video segment comes through, and they're going to be here next week. So another tag team will be joining the tag team ranks as the Vampire Warrior and Vampiro. The Nightbreed will be here next week making their WCW debut together. Backstage, Tori Wilson is walking out of Kidman's locker room as Buff Bagwell meets her there and approaches her. Remember last week Buff Bagwell was kind of interested in Tori Wilson as Kidman was in his match, and Buff Bagwell just gives his phone number to Tori Wilson and says, "If you want a real man, give Buff a call." And he walks away. Tori Wilson kind of looks perplexed, doesn't really know what to do with the number. And in a decent matchup, Mike Awesome defeats Alex Wright in 9-11 by pinfall with an awesome bomb. Mike Awesome drops a 64, Alex Wright a 50. It's a 58 rating on the books here. Mike Awesome, remember, is the #1 contender for the WCW United States Championship, so his time is coming for that opportunity against Chris Kanyon, but we're not sure when yet. Post-match, Chris Kanyon does come out onto the Titantron and says, "Mike Awesome, now that I've officially ridded WCW of Diamond Dallas Page, you have my full attention. Now, you saw last week, I was in a brutal cage match, so I'm not going to put myself in that situation, but you are the #1 contender, and that's just how things are. You will get your title match for the WCW United States Championship and Halloween Havoc." So 62 rating there. So we have another match for Halloween Havoc, WCW United States Championship. Chris Kanyon will finally defend against Mike Awesome. And remember, Mike Awesome does have a pinfall victory over Chris Kanyon. Backstage, Christopher Daniels is upset and says things need to change. He needs to find his way and get back into the winning ways that he was at the beginning of WCW in May. He's not sure what has happened, but he's just fallen off completely here, so we'll see what's going on there. 36 rating. And a decent matchup, Jeff Jarrett defeats Tommy Dreamer in 7:39 with the stroke. Tommy Dreamer a 52, Jeff Jarrett a 65, 60 rating on the books. Good match. Dreamer's just been that mid-card guy that I can put with pretty much anybody. I wish I could get him more wins, but well, I'm trying. Jarrett gets a good TV win here. Post-match, RVD gets the upper hand on Jeff Jarrett, kicks him to the ground, goes for the 5-star frog splash, but Jeff Jarrett rolls out of the ring. RVD shows that he was this close from hitting him with it as Jarrett walks away scared. 69 rating there. Final showdown for these guys is coming, so looking forward to that. Backstage promo between Ric Flair and Lance Storm. They're talking about their tag team match tonight with Booker T and Chavo Guerrero, and that these two guys do have the respect for each other. They've been friends for a couple months now. They've teamed together before, so this should be a walk in the park for Ric Flair and Lance Storm against their two rivals. 63 rating. And in our main event, and about that had great heat and decent wrestling, good wrestling, Ric Flair and Lance Storm defeat Booker T and Chavo Guerrero in 13 minutes, and Ric Flair makes Booker T tap. Storm is 73, Flair is 61, Chavo is 60, Booker T is 71. 71 rating overall in the main event. Good stuff here. This Nitro, I'm not sure what the rating is going to be, but if you notice, I didn't really lean on a lot of main eventers. I really tried to feature as many guys as I could mid-card wise. So hopefully the rating doesn't suffer too much. Let's see. Lance Storm debuted a new spot that showcases a lot of like, okay, cool. Good job, Lance. Our show rating got us a 69, so not great, but not bad. We did increase popularity in 24 regions, so I'm very happy with that. Like I said, we did use a lot of mid-card guys here, and we really pushed the newer storylines going forward, so that's good. I think everything else came out exactly how I wanted it to for this Nitro. And again, we are 2 Nitros now away from Halloween Havoc, so looking forward to that, and hopefully you are too. If you are enjoying the videos, do please comment, please like, please subscribe, and keep this going. I will be trying to do this for as long as I possibly can to keep this going and see where I can bring WCW compared to WWE. But until then, we'll see you for Week 3 for WCW Monday Nitro next time.